me and Dorus are the only ones who are like in close range to anything. So
Yeah.
Yup. That's a thing. All right.
I'm still frozen in place, aren't I?
I didn't mark down who was under what effects. So I'm just going to trust that.
I marked it on my page.
Okay, good. Because I didn't. All right, so recap. Cool. Oh shit, something went wrong.
No recap then.
No recap. I don't know, it changed, did weird things to my every so often when I change like the format of the words in my script, it'll change the entire paragraph and not just like that line. I don't know, it's weird. Okay. Last session, 2 weeks ago, a whole 2 weeks ago, upon awaking for multiple days of being in a waking dream of times long ago, you found yourselves on a plateau of Wolfden Falls Mountains with Gallon, Pepper, and Zane. After Zane peppered you with questions, he suddenly interrupted everyone as a portal opened to allow Sol Lee to return along with her uncle Rondon. After spending some time catching up, you all headed up the mountain to Wolfden, the Seat of Water. For those who didn't remember, it is the Seat of Water. However, shortly upon reaching the door into the temple within, you were set upon by twisted monstrosities that charged through a tear. Shortly into the fight, Jax encircled himself and Sol Lee in a ring of fire, escaping into the rent, leaving you all and Rondon behind with the creatures. Super simple summary, but that is generally what happened, along with, you know, some fuckery and randomness. And some tea.
A blanket into one of its mouths.
You did. You shoved a blanket into the creature with all the different mouths into one.
I didn't realize it had multiple mouths.
It was
when I did
that.
It has multiple of everything that doesn't make any sense. So just as a reminder, Sol Lee and Jax, you just walked through the portal. The rest of the variants who are left behind, you didn't watch them go through the portal, but suddenly the ring of fire that Jax had lain down got sucked inwards, and you heard a pop as the portal closed and the fire disappeared, leaving the creatures behind. Though now that you have line of sight on everything, there's nothing blocking your sight. There's no fire danger at this very moment from Jax anyway. So Uncle Rondon is at the door to the temple within the mountain. It has not been opened. Zane had just yelled, and you heard him in the storm that he had been dancing through on your way up the mountain. He yelled, This is why. You should have tried days ago. No. He should have tried days ago, and you two, nothing but disturbance. As he's screaming, and it just echoes along with the thunder that he permeates through this entire area. So you have Zane, you have the door into the temple, and Dorus, you still have a key. So you have 3 options of an exit. You do know that Zane can open a portal. It just takes him a while, as he has done this for you guys in the past. Now, Jax and Sol Lee. Jax, with Sol Lee on your back, you leap through the entrance to the portal. And as you do, you feel an in-breath of air as the portal behind you closes suddenly. The heat from the fire, giving a very brief burst through the other side. So, Lee, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh. Right. Oh.
That is a natural 20.
That's nice.
That's a good way to start off.
For a whole 26, I did not realize your charisma was that high.
Yeah.
So, I know she's a sorcerer, but it's fine. So as you enter, there is the first thing you notice is this room. The room itself, as you're looking around, it's strange, but in a familiar type way. And as you first glance and you're looking up to try and find out where you are, this pain suddenly shoots into your head solely. And for a brief moment, you feel completely disconnected from your body, as if you were shoved out of your own body. And then it fades. You seem to be in the remains, the petrified remains of a giant turtle of some kind. And when I say giant, it is probably 100 yards in all directions. It is huge. The floor is this strange patterned stone, but it's covered in incredibly grimy lines of debris that seem to be left over from really, really poor cleaning. Piles of indescribable biological material are pushed up against these strange pillars of rough and broken and splintered bone. Standing, good 25, 30 feet from you, is a tall, where did this go? Nearly 8-foot being. Its limbs incredibly willowy and thin. And as it moves ever so slightly, you see it just has a strange type of natural grace, like a willow tree in the wind. But its feet barely seem to touch the ground as it moves. It's draped in loose, shadowy fabric, and a featureless mask covers its face. Dark horns crowning its head, with feathers of blood red, bone white, and deep shadow flowing behind the horns down the back of its head. It just looks over to you slowly and kind of turns its head to the side.
Who are you? What is this place?
He seems to there's words that want to come out, but it's like this thing can't speak whatever language it seems to understand, but can't quite relay the language. You may call me Masked One.
Okay. Did you bring us here, or?
No. That one did. Have a seat? Sit? There. And he just kind of gestures to one of the many tables around the area.
Yeah.
Jax, what are you doing?
I'm gonna switch back to my normal self, and then just
yeah, that was nice and fucking easy. Man, I wish all jobs were like this.
Yes.
He just kind of looks over at you, Jax, and you hear in your head, she's powerful?
This is the fucking dragon touched, isn't it?
Oh.
Yep.
Useful. So Lee, are you going to take a seat?
Is the seat grimy?
You know, actually, it seems pretty clean.
Okay.
And you would expect an incredibly strong smell of decay here. But all of the smells are covered by a very pungent, astringent type cleaning something here. It's like a mix of like really strong pine and tree sap almost.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
the table looks clean, though it does look to be made of possibly petrified cartilage of some kind.
I rather stand. I don't. I'll stand.
The mast one suddenly moves and floats over this strange floor directly in front of you. No more than an inch or two away from you. And he towers over you by at least 2.5 feet. And he looks down. So interesting.
What's interesting?
He takes a deep breath in through this featureless mask. And as he does, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh. 20. 30, 20.
Okay. What was it on the die?
15.
15.
Yeah.
I need you to
Yo.
pick a random spell.
A random
just-
spell.
Look at your spell list, pick a random spell, tell me the spell and the level of the spell.
Would cantrips count?
No.
No cantrips, okay. Alright,
Roll a
Something-
d6.
Yeah, something fiery. I don't have your character sheet up, otherwise I would just roll.
I guess I'll do shield.
Shield.
Yeah, first level.
So as he takes a breath in, you have the immediate reaction to shield yourself.
Oh.
But as you go to cast the spell, you forget the words or the gestures, the entirety of the spell. Ioe, Nimu, and Dorus.
We're gonna die.
So you
So they're in the portal.
they're within the portal, yeah.
Okay.
So I am on, as far as my initiative tracker goes, on the big guy. But I don't remember, I think he had already gone, right? So is it Nemo's turn?
I believe it was the guy's turn.
Oh, okay, so it was the guy's turn. Okay.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
Ioe, you
They
were
tried to
stunned.
kill us.
I know. We may have
I'm trying to
stopped
be
there.
fair here.
Yeah, we may have stopped there. I didn't re-listen to last week. I should have. So Ioe is stunned.
I just want you to know, in this situation, fairness could very well get us killed. So congratulations, you honest bastards.
No, Dorus, were you stunned?
No,
I was
no.
done.
I'm concentrating on spell. I made my con save to keep concentrating last time I got hit, so I'm good.
Were you stunned?
Nemo was not even near the.
Well, it
place.
was within. It was where it was an ability where everybody could hear.
Yeah, it's wisdom saving thing, right?
Yeah, it was a wisdom saving throw. Let me see. Nemu, that's a custom roll.
I am very wisdom-dus.
That was good. Chaos Bolt, wisdom save. Okay, no, so you got a 16, so you did save. Okay. I love being able to scroll that up. What is he going to do? So this strange sound is still echoing through the room, just whispers upon whispers upon whispers. And another voice overlays this as he speaks a spell. Roll Arcana for me, Dorus.
15.
15. You, yeah, you're not sure what the spell is. Sorry. But he casts a spell and begins walking towards both of you, because I believe both of you were fairly close to each other.
Yeah, we're like huddling around the side of a pole from him. Yeah.
Yeah. So as he's casting this spell and all of these sounds are going on, he's going to walk towards you. But that's his turn. Nemu, it's your turn. Let me reload this.
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to use, what's it called? Tales from Beyond. I pre-rolled my 4 earlier. So I'm not going to use that right now though, but I can, so basically I have the ability now to teleport all of us, to somewhere we can see within 30 feet. Immediately. As a reaction.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Read that again.
I've got a sweet ass like grouping of songs and tales in my head apparently. And apparently by doing this one tale, I told a sweet tale of time I killed a scorpion in the desert or some such shit. And now for whatever reason, I can use my reaction to teleport up to 30 feet in an unoccupied space I can see. When I teleport, I can also choose a number of creatures I can see within 30 feet up to my charisma modifier 4 to immediately use the same reaction. So I can teleport all of us 30 feet.
I do not have a reaction to use.
It doesn't matter what your reaction is. It's all my reaction. Oh, to immediately use the same reaction. Oh, okay. What do you mean you don't have a reaction? Would you use a reaction?
I am currently stunned, so I do not have an action.
Well,
a
you're
reaction.
fucked then. You're proper fucked. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, lizard boy. Either way, it doesn't matter right away because I'm not going to use it right away.
Okay.
That's
So
derogatory for sure.
I'm just, all I'm saying is that
I've
as my
literally
bonus
eaten
action-
chicken in front of him before, so
Yeah. Yeah,
Seems
get
fair.
get crispy, lizard. So that's a bonus action to do the tail, and it takes a full action for me to what's it called? Use it, which I'm not going to do right now.
Okay, so you're just holding the song.
I'm just going to hold it. Yep.
Okay.
So the rest of it, though, I'm going to try to position. I'm going to use Unearthly Chorus.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
It's really high. I'm just letting you know the DC is really.
16.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so everything within 30 feet has to make a charisma saving throw. Let's see. Music of the style you choose fills the air within 30-foot radius. Spreads around corners, can be heard from up to 100 feet away. Moves with me, centered on me. You can use action on each of your turns to beguile one creature you choose within 30 feet.
I don't think it's a charm effect. I think it just makes them more friendly towards you.
It will, yeah, it's beguile. Turns to beguile one creature. Yeah, on a failure, the creature becomes friendly to you. Yep. Okay, so
Dorus and Eoway, as this creature walks up to you,
I'm making some sweet, sweet music right now.
as this creature walks up to you, I was waiting to see what you did before I described this. You feel this pressure against, specifically Dorus would feel this more than EOA, but being that y'all are both magical beings, you would both feel this. This pressure building as it gets closer and closer, and then it is suddenly gone. Your concentration on your spell, Dorus, fades. EOA, any magical effect you have going fades.
Oh no, I turned back into a small EOA.
Yeah, you are now normal size EOA. And as Nemu plays his song, you hear the song, but you do not feel the arcane energy that is usually infused within it.
Cool, that's my turn.
I know, you can see my screen, it's not fair.
No, I would have cast the spell anyway.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I was trying not to metagame, because I saw you cast it and I was like, fuck. I'm screwed no matter what I do now. I'm still playing my fucking song because it's beautiful. Fuck you, alright?
It is, but I said they heard
It's
the
a beautiful
music.
song. That's a beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song.
It is.
I'm proud
I
of you, Nemu.
think we're more
you.
focused on the being with 100 mouths in front of us.
And yeah, now I'm gonna take my ass and I'm gonna fly over to the fucking portal.
Damn, Silas, that was fast. Thank you.
I
okay,
had
so
my mod window open.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So the portal closed behind Jax with that in-breath as all of his fire faded as well. So we are at the top of the round, and at the very top of the round, even though you are quite beneath like a large carved out overhang where some of these rooms are at this at Wolf Den, a sudden flash of light, followed quickly by the loudest thunder you have ever heard, echoes within the chamber. And you hear the voice of Zane, though his voice is no longer the happy-go-lucky that you all know. It is angry and full of spite. He is pissed. He zips down to where you fly, searching for the...
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to call out to Zane and ask him for help.
Okay.
I wanted to do that before. I thought about it before the turn, and then, you know, I got frustrated because I knew that all my spells were going to be negated.
Okay.
And I forgot.
So as he flies down, you can hear him just
Zane, help!
going, just completely tearing apart the Wanderer and what did I call her? The Samaritan. As he flies down, calling
Sentinel?
them. No. Sentinel is Rondon. He is just ragging on the Samaritan and the Wanderer.
Gallon's
As
the Wanderer,
he's-
right?
Yeah, Gallon is the Wanderer, telling them
Who's
that
the
they are
Samaritan?
worthless. You can assume it's
cat?
probably Pepper.
It's the cat.
It's the cat. You can probably assume it's the cat. The feline creature.
There's two of them.
He is calling them worthless and fateless, fortuneless, and is cursing them on his way down. He zips into the room, and flowing behind him is a wave of lightning. You all are seeing, stars and, having a moment, taking a moment to adjust. And as he enters the room, he releases the lightning, and it arcs between all of the creatures. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill any of them because I think maybe this.
Well, what? His magic wasn't nullified? Zane's got badass magic that doesn't get nullified?
So it is only within 10 feet of the creature.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And you moved 30 feet. So Zane went to you as you called him,
Yeah.
So one of the creatures next to you guys, because I think there was 3 there, right?
I know there's one on top of me. That's all I know.
I believe there was 2 small ones on top of each of us, and then there was the big one.
Okay. So one of the small one, oh no, it won't reach it because of the bullshit nullification. So we'll say one of the small ones that is attacking Rondon dies. So it can't quite reach the rest of you.
Oh, I thought I was about to get zapped by lightning. Damn.
Nope. I'll get it in just. Oh, here, let me write it down for you.
Zane kills us in rage.
Yeah. Oh, he's highly.
When we thought the monster was gonna get us, it was Zane all along.
Zane will look to you, Nemo. Where is Soli and Jax?
They went in the portal.
What portal?
It's over there. Over here. Right here. It was here.
It's gone.
I don't know
It's
where it
gone
went.
already.
It was a portal. I'm not the stupid one. I didn't go into the portal.
At
I
the
was-
center of the ring of fire, or ash, or whatever.
Yeah, who
There's
goes
nothing
into a
on it.
random portal they know nothing about? What if it pops them underwater like 300 feet and they drown?
This could have been prevented. It wasn't for the Samaritan. And he just begins weaving and pulling threads of light as you've seen him do. Now it's going to take him a while. Dorus, it's your turn.
Oh God. Okay, so there's one guy on top of me or 2 guys on top of me.
So you have one little guy on you, from what I
That's
remember.
what I thought, yeah.
And then the big guy is right in front of him. He walked up to you guys to make sure that y'all were within his.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna. Do I have an idea what's going on? Like I know he's doing some sort of field around him to stop magic from coming.
You would get an idea, yeah. You don't know. You don't know what the spell is, but you know that he cast a spell that is preventing anybody close to him from doing magic.
Okay. How far back behind me is the wall? Like 5 feet, maybe 10 feet.
The wall on the edge.
Yeah, like the outside wall. Like I'm at the pillar. I was
Right.
trying to take cover behind the pillar.
Yeah, like 15 feet.
That's not far enough. I'm gonna run from my pillar that I'm at across the room diagonal-wise to the next pillar if I can get there in 30 feet.
Okay.
I want to get as far away from the big guy as possible is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Did you bring the tooth with you?
Did you leave the tooth? That is so important.
I don't have any teeth. You guys have the teeth.
No, he kicked the tooth under you to protect. Does a
Oh, no.
does a 17 hit?
17 is my armor class, so yeah, I guess so.
You have lost my trust, elephant friend.
You take 11 damage as the nullifier reaches out to grab you to prevent you from running, and his claws just rake across you. And then your little dude.
Oh, I didn't realize I was in melee with the big guy too. Sorry. That's fine. Let's keep going.
No, would you have moved if he was in melee?
Probably not, but let's do it anyway. I want to get away from him.
Okay. See that, right? I don't know. My shit's going crazy.
I thought I was going to take a hit from the little guy. I didn't know I was going to take a hit from the big guy too.
Well,
Let's
luckily
go.
the little guy rolled a 1 on damage roll, so that's that's 6 damage from him. All right, so you move.
I'm going to burn my bonus action to yell at Zane. Jackson Soley took off through a portal. Did you see this? And I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at the big guy.
Look, I'm gonna look at Zane and say, for a
14 to
guy
hit.
with big ears, he sure doesn't hear very well.
So you would know that no magic is going to be able to hit him. So you don't have to burn that spell. I don't know if you want to try and give him a whack before you leave.
No, no. There's no point.
So as you run and yell, I didn't see anything. I wasn't here. This wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen 2 days ago. And then the Samaritan. And you know what? Just, I'm reopening the portal. Come on.
Because we need to get out of here. I'll just burn my whole fucking turn and
Get to him.
try and get to Zane, and try and implore Zane to help us get out of here
Yeah, he's already
and
weaving.
get to him if I can. Yeah.
He's already plucking at the strings where the old portal was.
Okay, then I'll position myself between him and the bad guy to try
Okay.
and protect him while he's casting.
All right.
Such a bullshit turn. I guess I dashed or whatever.
Yeah. I know, guys. I'm sorry. This is a precarious
I was hoping
position.
if I got out of the zone that I could cast into the zone, but apparently not. So
You can cast. It just doesn't.
You could have healed me.
Nope.
But the healing wouldn't have made it to you.
Nope.
Oh.
Jazz
I'm
doesn't
within
is
10
dumb
feet
enough
of it.
to not know this, but Dolrus knows that if I cast into an anti-magic area, nothing will happen inside there.
Yeah. With that roll, you would understand that. You just wouldn't know what the spell was. You just know it's really freaking powerful. This creature. Is it gonna chase after you? Yeah, it's gonna chase after you, which means EOA, you're going to have an attack of opportunity as it chases after Dorus.
I have no reaction.
Oh, that's right. You are stunned. Because it was only been one turn. Okay, so Dorus.
I'm just stuck there holding a blanket.
As you're running away, the creature bites into you, and its teeth barely pierce through your clothing. I can't remember if you wear armor.
Yeah, no, just ropes.
Yeah, and they're not that big, and it's just clamped onto your leg. So as you're running, this creature is clamped in and running with you. And as you get to Zane, it releases, leaps up, bites at you again, and of course rolls shit again. 8 points of damage. And then EOA, it's your turn.
Does the stunned fade?
Stunned was from a scream spell, so you'd probably have to make a wisdom saving throw or something again. I
Until
don't know.
the end of the turn. It just
That'd
says
be the
into the
end.
until the end of the turn.
So I would have had my reaction that entire time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Could I?
So you could have taken
made
an
a-
attack. Yeah,
Take an attack.
yeah.
Natural one.
Until
Like
the
I
end
said,
of the
I'm going
turn.
to die this week.
Isn't that
Don't
weird
roll your
wording?
dice off the screen, man.
It was for important other things.
Yeah.
That was not important at all. So I have
Yeah. Yeah.
so this thing totally got rid of
Yeah,
my
but you saved.
giant rune.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to attack a few times, try to cut its flesh or mouth so it might not be able to speak in some places.
Okay.
That is a where to go? 16 and a 23.
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
No, the 16 doesn't hit.
Okay, that'll be 9 points of slashing with my scimitar. And I can't cast any of my runes.
No, but you can run and then cast a rune if you're trying to get away.
Actually, I will run away, but I'm gonna pick up that tooth.
Okay, so you like, as you're slashing at this creature, you're looking over at the tooth, trying to hit it with your tail and like move it closer to you. So your first slash misses. Your second one comes up as you kick it, as you tail swipe it towards you, and the next one slices in to one of its mouths. Concentration.
Would be picking it up be a bonus action?
No, it's just a free action.
Okay, then
It passes its concentration.
I would go ahead and make another attack against it.
Okay.
As I'm just like wildly slashing as I'm focusing on the. That would be another 16.
Sorry. Jax is gone.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I was getting snacked.
Oh wait, this creature's got to attack.
Does the small boys get?
Yeah, that's what it's attacking you. So the first one definitely misses. As it's trying to attack you while you're like bending over, and it just misses you completely, leaps onto the other side of you now that you're small, and bites in really hard.
What it get?
As you stand back up. Oh, that's better. So 12 points of damage.
What did it roll to hit?
27.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so it rolled a natural 19. Jax
So
and Soli. Jax, are you doing anything specific?
Just kind of walking around, a little bit of a hop in my step while watching the masked guy get in Soli's face, and then just, you know, this is gonna go a lot smoother if you just shut that damn mouth of yours. And I'm talking to you, Soli.
Hold on. Right now, like, I'm focused, like, this freaking tower just.
Yeah. It just sucked a spell out of you?
Yeah. So I wasn't even like, I heard what Jack said, but it's like not even on my like radar to respond. Like, I want to see, what did you do? How dare you?
Jax, make a investigation check. And as you ask the question, you feel this pressure in your mind. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15 for investigation.
Yeah.
Was I making the con save throw? Or
No,
was that...
Soli. I'm sorry, Soli.
Okay.
You make a
Oh.
Constitution saving throw. I
Okay.
should have been more specific.
Oh, I'm pissed. I'm very pissed.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, you are very pissed. And this pressure in your mind is feeding into that anger and that just inner fury that you have been honing over the last few months, and how to control it. Jax, as you're kind of walking around and just calling casually back to Soli, you see a few of like these strange small creatures, more hair than limbs. They're slowly and methodically cleaning with that really pungent smelling liquid that overwhelms every other smell here. This smell to you is almost comforting to Jax now. And as you're walking around, you see people and other creatures that are suspended throughout this giant chamber in different stages of experimentation. There's multiple benches, tables, and workstations of different make and sizes, all haphazardly scattered around with different tools upon each. You can definitely tell where these creatures have made it to clean and where these creatures have not quite made it yet. So that's what you see. So Lee, as you ask this question and this pressure feeds into your mind,
Yes.
the voice is no longer hesitant or trying to find words. This creature is incredibly self-assured and doesn't seem to have any fear, even though he's in your mind. Oh,
Get out of my mind.
This is what I need. Yes. That fire.
You're sick.
That gift. But it's just a gift, isn't it? That's disappointing. Why just a gift? I wonder.
What do you want?
Why are you not bonded to your dragon?
How am I supposed to know?
Dragon touched is dragon touched. You'll be just as useful. And he reaches and grabs you by the throat. Jax, what are you doing?
Is there any of the extra stuff that's being experimented on? Is any of it like just like accessible to like poke while keeping
you can
an
poke
eye?
and prod.
Yeah, I'm just gonna casually like maybe pick up a tool, just kind of poke it a little bit while just watching Soli with amusement. And
Okay. The creature that you walk up to and poke, roll a D100 for me. Just curious.
a
71. Not bad, not bad. This creature is nothing that you're familiar with. It seems to be in some kind of suspended state. It's not hung by anything that you can visually see. It is definitely some kind of like innate magic going on here. But it's when you poke at it, it has a give. But it's almost as if the creature itself just embodies what you would imagine would be like the gases of space. It's a gaseous type creature, though kind of jelly feeling as you poke it. Yeah. It's very weird. Strange. Interesting. Soli. I did roll to attack, by the way, as he reached out and grabbed you. So he reaches out and grabs your throat and begins lifting you by your throat, restricting your airways, and just flaming that inner fury. And takes a deep breath.
Can't I do anything?
Yeah, you can make a con save.
25.
A 24?
21.
21. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So as he takes a deep breath, some of that inner fire that is now almost, you can feel the heat emanating from you. He breathes it in, and as he does, you feel it fading, and you roar in your head, very similar to the many roars that you heard from where you were.
Yeah.
And it pulls back into you and begins just flaming and rolling in on itself, and you feel the pressure building and building within you. You have a chance to do something at this very moment.
Yes. I will do. a scorching ray. Level 3.
It is at disadvantage because I believe that is a ranged attack spell.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. Oh. That
As
times.
As your airway is constricted and you begin trying to speak this spell, he just squeezes tighter and swats away your other hand as the spell just fades. Shoo. Back to the rest of everybody. Moving around Zane. I need him to roll something.
This is gonna be really hard to catch up when we do get back together.
Yeah. So it is. Zane is slowly is plucking as quickly as he can to at these threads, and this energy is building and building and building up around him. Okay, I kind of need your I kind of need your willingness, your ability to say yes. Just say yes. You're taking your autonomy. Give me everything. And what he's trying to do is absorb energy from you all to to release another burst of energy while he is still weaving this thing. I don't know if you're willing to do that.
Do we just go one by one and say if we are or not, or what? Like, what's going
Well, so
on?
I'll go with Nemo. I'll go with Nemo first, since you are technically next in line.
Finding Dory.
Nemo?
You call
Did I say Nemo?
You call me Nemo first.
Nemo. I'm sorry,
That's
Nemo.
right, I say Nemo all the time. I mean, what would I have to do to give this little bastard my power?
You can just give up a spell slot, pretty much, if you're willing to do that.
Yeah, I would be.
Okay. What level spells do you have? Yeah, you can still do a bonus action. I'll allow it. Who needs the most healing? Oh, Dorus.
Right. I'll give him my spell slot. So I guess we'll just do third level since that's all I have. Third and second.
Finding Sully the movie. Like Nemo and Wild Magic.
I'll heal Dorus for 11.
Not bad. Okay.
Yep, and I will surrender my spell slot.
So, as he's doing this, he bursts with another small bit of lightning. Who was after you, Dorus? Probably the creature on Dorus, because he is the closest.
Did he make it all the way back to me? Because I dashed.
Oh, that's true. He would have had to use his movement.
I guess now he's got his second movement, so.
Yeah. So that one will be zapped. And he's down. What do y'all want to do about Rondon? He's still fighting next to the giant double door.
Does he have little guys on him? One
Just
or
one
two
now.
little guys?
Just one now.
I say. Well, he's a fighter, right?
Yeah.
He can take care of himself.
Okay.
He decides.
We don't want to leave him here alone, though. If we are leaving, he has to come with us. I don't know if I can say this in the game or not. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just giving everybody kind of like a brief moment. It is the big guy's turn, so I'm just,
Yeah, I'm just trying to
yeah.
like protect Zane while he's casting whatever he's casting, and like keep everything away from him.
I didn't
Okay.
know if he was like considered a commoner or something.
No, he's the sentinel. Whatever that means.
Okay, he can do whatever he feels like.
Okay. So it is the big guy's turn. A 12th level fireball. He doesn't have a 12th fireball.
You should.
Wait, what's 12th level? Is that a thing?
No,
No. Well, technically, in the lore.
it's my thing.
So you'd have to be like level 26 or something.
Yes.
It's fine. It's totally doable.
So the creature stomps forward. All of his mouths, a couple of them bleeding, one of them has a blanket stuffed in it. The blanket. He begins stomping forward, and as he does, he gets within 10 feet. No.
I am just hiding on the other side of the pillar from him.
Okay. So you are still on top of him, right? So you would get an attack of opportunity as he begins to move towards Zane. He's going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic on Zane.
Does he still have like the no magic zone around him?
No, it has to drop for him to cast another spell.
Okay.
It's a constant. Well, it doesn't. Well, yeah, it would for this.
I will go ahead and make an attack. 19.
A 19 hits.
And I will imbue it with fire.
Nice.
Okay. So, and it needs to make a dex save, I think. Yeah, strength.
So 22.
Okay, that'll be 15 points of fire damage.
I am copying and pasting this in the in our chat. This was his
That's
roll
bad.
to nullify Zane's attempt to reopen the portal.
That means to all of us, get fucked, losers.
So 15 fire damage. How much was the
Oh.
regular damage?
Oh,
That was a natural 20 for those listening.
that would be 10 fire damage and 5 slashing.
Okay. So that's his turn. Nemu.
Is he like resistant or something too?
He doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Not to yours. Not to fire.
How far away are the little things from the big guy?
I would say from you, they're probably... One is about 20 feet and the other is still on top of EOA. Oh, you know what? They're the... So you've... I don't know, within 40-ish feet? 40, 50? It's a fairly large room. Oh. No, they're not on top of you yet.
Okay.
Here I found a tiny sun catch. Seriously. I need a safety blanket right now. I know. I hate playing my own NPCs against my own NPCs. It feels bad because I love Zane.
I think I'm gonna try to twin Chaos Bolt.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I think when you're twinning that, is it up to the spell level? I think it's up to the spell level.
So yeah, you're spending one more sorcery point than the spell level. Because cantrip is 1.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. All right, it's 26 to hit the big guy, and fuck me, a 9 to hit the other one. So hit the big guy at least. Fucking shit. 7 plus, so 7 acid damage. Plus 3d6. Oh, that's a good roll. So 20 damage total.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I think the idea is that you take the elemental damage and then it's like, I guess, some sort of like impact damage of some kind, because it's the elemental damage plus first level 1d6.
Okay.
And then at this level, it's 3d6.
So, Chaos Bolt means you need to roll on your special table, babe.
Yep.
I should have gotten Ren's table.
It show do. It show do.
So the lady
Wait,
who
what did I just roll? Hold on.
DMs our game on Sunday has an amazing table for Wild
Why-
Magic.
Why is there a 1d20 plus, what the fuck? I fucked up, my bad.
Can't help you.
58, okay. I'll let you know what that is here in just a second.
Okay.
$58. What that is. For the next minute, any flammable object that I touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flame.
This isn't going well, so I'll just light everything on fire. No big deal.
So you feel this sudden influx of fury and anger, Nimu, and you hear in your mind Soli's voice. Why are you doing this to me? So there you go. There's your fire.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we need our teleport yet, so I'm gonna hold that.
Okay. So you see this creature walking towards you, and all of its mouths are speaking this one spell. Though it doesn't affect you at all. You immediately cast Chaos Bolt at it. Your second one misses, and as you turn around to see how far Zane has gotten, as he plucks a thread to continue weaving, the entire weave of light disappears.
Well, shit.
This creature is going to attack.
There goes that spell slot.
Fuck, what did I hit? All of the things. That's a 16. To away.
16 will miss.
Does a 22 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
I already used my reaction, never mind. Yes, that will hit.
9 damage.
Oh,
I
no.
am getting down there in the health.
In the healthuses?
Yes.
Dorus.
Elephant Man, we need you.
I have a third of my
So-
health.
Just observations of what's going on. Did he cast a spell that hit the big guy?
Yes. You saw this.
Do I have a sense for what type of damage or what it was that he shot at the guy?
You would be very
It was a
familiar with the
chaos
spell.
bolt, right?
Yeah, you would be very familiar with the spell, as this is like Nimu's go-to spell.
Yeah, yeah. Only it would have had like a green tinge to it,
Yeah.
as it's like acid damage. Or maybe not green. I don't know what fucking acid looks like. It just hits it, and it's a little bit of bubbling. It's a little bubbly. It's fine.
I think acid just looks like
But
water.
I know this as
Yeah,
a
I think
magic
so.
spell, right?
Yes, absolutely. And you saw the creature whisper a spell as well, though it didn't affect you. And I don't know if you'd be looking at Zane and the like weave that he was doing, but it disappeared.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what to actually do. I thought it was like an anti-magic field of all magic, but apparently not.
No, I
So-
thought it faded.
Say again?
It faded.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that dropped off. It went poof. It only lasted. Well, how long did it last? Oh, he dropped concentration to mitigate Zane's
So-
spell.
Consciously, does Dorus know that the spell is faded and I can now cast magic in the zone?
Dorus, being a student of magic, would probably be 95% sure.
And you
Am
would have
I-
seen mine go off too, so
Yeah.
you would have seen, yeah.
You also saw my fire go
Alright.
off.
I'm
but
gonna
not
bonus
as well.
action. I'm gonna bonus action. Yell at Zane. We have to get through that portal. Keep trying. Keep trying. And I rush forward. If I'm within 30 feet of the big bad guy,
Yeah.
I want to get within melee distance.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast my whatever the maximum I can inflict wounds on him is.
Okay.
Please roll good. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Yay!
I don't have the spirit shot anymore, but I'm gonna pump the whatever the. Sorry, I wasn't ready to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Pump it.
Touch of death with it, so 19 plus whatever I roll here. Six D10.
What?
19 plus 36 damage on the big guy.
Holy shit.
Hey!
And if he's resistant to necrotic, it doesn't matter because I have a trait that makes my necrotic damage go through resistance. Inescapable destruction.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
as you rush towards this creature, you reach out and you grab him on one of his random appendages, or maybe just straight into like where his head should be.
Yeah, I just push my shield into him as I'm rushing at him.
So shield slams up against his body. You, being the type of magic that you are very familiar with, would understand that this creature has been animated by magic very similar to yours. And generally, this wouldn't have had the same effect. However, being that you are Dorus, you rush forward and you slam your shield into him. This black energy explodes out, and as it hits him, you see even more of the same energy be pushed beyond him and then gets sucked back, and he shrivels down. He is incredibly hurt.
Yeah, 55
Incredibly
total.
hurt. EOA.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
How hurt does this thing look?
You're not gonna kill him this round, but one of his arms that had been, kind of like sewn on with tendon doesn't seem to be working as well, and the rest of him is kind of like shriveled up.
Does he seem like similar to my level of hurt?
Exactly,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, he's a third hurt.
A third hurt.
A third hurt.
So I am just going to run up its like back
Okay.
and then transform into a giant, and then bring my sword down on top of it.
Let's do it.
And
As
Love
Eoway runs up the back of this creature, he just, and now it's y'all barely, like, a giant creature on top of a giant creature barely fits in this room as far as the height of the ceiling goes. This is a massive room, and you just, like, as you're coming down, you go with, yeah,
and then I will accent surge,
yeah.
and I'm going to do like a spinning roll down its back with slashing.
Okay.
16.
Oh my God! Come on, Eoway!
No.
Come on! You can do it.
That's
Just
a
one
2.
more. No!
Dirty
No.
20.
Yes! Yes! What it?
You need to put those dice and just throw them away,
They
dude.
got all nat 20s all week, and now they're not
Just put
doing
them on
shit.
a shelf. They're like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
shelf
yeah.
turds now.
Yeah, shelters.
Shelf turds.
I like that.
I rolled a 9, a 2, and a 5. And then a
Nailed it.
13.
Pretty good.
Great.
My cool move got damaged by the dice.
Hey, it
Feels
looked
bad,
really
bro.
cool.
It did. It looks great.
It look even better when you don't land anything. It's just you do this awesome martial move and you're just like clanking off the wall or something. Yeah.
Like I'm just like spinning midair, and it's like it just steps out of the way.
Yeah, it does. 100%. It's actually stumbling because of what Dorroos did. So he's like
that'll-
stumbling backwards as you're trying to crawl up onto him, and as he stumbles, naturally
That'll
misses
be
a couple.
14 slashing.
Okay.
He is now less than a third hurt.
Yeah, a little bit less. Jax and Soul Lee. Jax, what are you doing?
Gosh, it's tough. Like, oh, I guess I'm gonna yell.
Well, it looks like she's got a little bit of fight left in her. You seem to be struggling a little bit, eh?
He just kind of like tilts his head to the side, like in curiosity, as he's still just solely in his face, and his head turns unnaturally, almost backwards, toward into your direction, Jax, and you just hear in your mind, the more she uses, the more I take. So, Sully. Oh, is there anything else you wanted to do, Jax?
Not really. Just kind of watching the spectacle of what's going on.
Okay. Your turn, Sully.
Can I even speak?
You
Yeah.
can a little bit. It's
Yeah.
it's you know it's rough. It's tight
Yeah.
and it's rough.
Yeah. All right.
By the face, just one.
So,
His hands would be big enough.
so he like picked me up all the way to like his face, like so he
Yeah,
sees
yeah,
his-
That way he can just breathe you in right there.
My God. Right. So
Yeah.
I was like,
What a fucking creeper.
yeah.
He is.
Just breathes on people and shit.
Well, and the strange thing is he has this mask that has absolutely no features. So when he breathes in, there isn't a mouth to breathe in. You just feel the inhale and the pull on your body.
Oh my God. All right. So, you bastard. Then I'll do try to do mind slapper.
Oh, okay. What's that save?
Yeah. 14 intelligence. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, he passes. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You should have just kicked him in the nuts.
yeah.
It's always good to go for the nuts in these situations.
Like
Yeah.
lick his mask.
Yeah.
I can see Dormus doing that though, like just put his trunk like right up and start
Yeah, like
sniffing
whap
it.
him with my trunk.
So
I would definitely be the one to bite its face.
Yeah, of course. As you cast this, his head whips back around. Huh, that's different. You seem worked up enough. So, yeah. And he begins speaking a spell under his breath. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Wow. That is really.
Oh my god. That's a
Really
10.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, watching everything is actually more fun.
You
than
like
playing.
watching my rolls?
I
Or like
would-
everybody's rolls?
Yeah, it's like in between waiting 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm
to see,
sorry,
like,
guys.
it's not your fault. It's D&D combat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
So, yeah. So I'm like, Pyth will destroy you.
He begins laughing. In the middle of him talking. He can't reach you here. And your entire body freezes.
Oh my gosh.
It's a solar cube.
You feel your mind be thrust from your body. And it's this strange third-person view as you have this vague awareness of what's going on around you. You have an understanding that he lays you on the table that you refuse to sit on. And he begins walking in circles around you, muttering in a strange language. And a bit off in the distance, you hear, "Oh, well, this is interesting. Are you coming to me?" As, what's his name? From the Shallows.
Emerosi?
Not Emerosi, the other one.
Oh.
The Shallows dude.
Shallows, dude. Why can't I
I
find
thought that
his
was
name?
Emerosi.
Emerosi is spirit, right?
Tecarlis?
Tecarlis, thank you. As the voice of Tecarlis echoes into your mind.
He's
You're not
fucking
dead.
with things.
He's just fucking with things right now. He's like, "Oh, somebody's close. I remember this one." Yeah. Back to the others. It's Big Guy's turn as Zane is muttering under his breath. The energy that he had been trying to pulse out to help you guys is now 100% focused on what he is doing. He seems to be completely engrossed in getting this weave complete and opening this portal back up.
I told him when you get out of here to do the fucking portal, Zane.
With
Yeah, that's
my
what he's
attacks,
doing.
Could I have like shifted focus towards me?
You could have put yourself between him and Zane.
Okay. I'm going to like roll down its whatever it is. And they like roll into a standing position with like flickering of rune symbols all circling around me.
Okay.
It's his turn though, right?
It is his turn. He, as he's walking forward, just completed this one spell and sees Zane once again trying to do this spell again. You in your giant form just step in front of him as he stumbles back a little bit and comes right back, going straight to Zane. And he's already speaking the spell again. However, you are now in between them. He is just going to try and rip you apart and get you out of the way.
I'm also
not
right in front of him too.
Roll. Do the thing. Roll. Okay, fuck you too. First one didn't hit.
Okay.
Sorry.
I have a reaction that I can use depending
Wow.
on if it hits.
Wow. All three.
Welcome, Yahweh, Yahweh. Yawu.
As he
Yow.
comes forward, still stumbling a bit, his legs seem weak. He swings one of his arms and you block it, and the thing just breaks in half. He growls and screeches in both of y'all's faces and just begins clawing and kicking and trying to bite any way that he can, though he seems slow and weak and is unable to make purchase. That was 3 missed attacks.
Oh, I thought you were about to get destroyed. Sorry, bud.
I did too. And then he rolled a 4, a 6, and something else. I don't know.
You see, my luck is infectious.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Do not take that as a lesson. That is not a lesson that is good to have.
Nemu. I would say all 3 of you have 1 more turn before Zane is finished.
Man. I am going to... I'm going to use Wither and Bloom. Right on top of that fucker, the big guy. So I think Dorus and Iowe are both right on him, right? Okay, so I need him to make a con saving throw.
That's a 13. That
So-
passes, right?
No, that does not pass. That absolutely does not fucking pass. You shall not pass! He only takes 8 necrotic damage, however. Who looks the most beat up? Okay, I'm gonna heal Iowe for... He gets to use... You get to use one of your unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to your roll plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 7.
Okay, I rolled a 5.
Nice.
So yeah, so 12 damage or 12 healing.
12 damage.
12 damage.
12
you take 12
damage.
damage. Yeah, it's so the Wither and Bloom is that one spell that like it's kind of that shadowy death magic, but also has the ability to heal a friend.
Nice.
And I
You see
think that's
some of the
all.
wounds close up slightly,
Yeah.
as I'm just still covered in blood, though.
And I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Dorus
Okay.
for my
What
bonus
does that
action.
add to?
1d6 to ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Got
So
it.
the
Thank you.
small creature that was running after Iowe gets caught within this Wither and Blue, does take the damage. Let's see. I'm gonna roll a d6. See who this guy jumps onto. The big guy is resistant. Iowe was 1 and 2. No, Dorus is 1 and 2. Iowe is 3 and 4. Nemo is 5 and 6. I rolled a 3. So the little guy jumps onto Iowe as his wounds are closing. You see the giant creature in front of you just going into this frenzy, and all of a sudden this smaller creature runs. You see it kind of like run around its shoulder, leap onto your face, and begin attacking. Let's see. 16. That's a 24.
24. How many attack? It only has 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Then I will use my reaction, and I'll make it reroll, as a rune just shows up right before it attacks, right in its
26.
face. What?
26.
Damn it!
Um.
I wasn't
It-
quick
so-
enough. It breaks through.
Yeah. It just suddenly appears coming around this other giant creature and just smacks into you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Why?
And you take 15 damage.
That was a 19. How much damage?
19. 15. I actually rolled well.
I just lost all the health I just gained.
Yeah. But you had it to lose. Dorus.
So is who's in melee with the big guy right now? Just me and Yahweh?
Yeah, I would say Nemu is probably flying somewhere
Flying
out of
around?
melee range.
Okay.
Yahweh.
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 I will bonus action just yell,
Yeah, well,
ready to go through the portal. We're about to get out of here. And I cast. a
sometimes it's hard to
spell.
understand you.
Sorry, we're going to get out of here. Get ready to go.
We're leaving. Got it.
I just love how you mimic his accent.
Casting
leaving.
kind of looks similar to what I did last round with the shield. Just like I kind of bounced off him as that magic exploded out of us, and then I pushed back into him with the shield again. And I'm gonna try cast this again. It's only 13.
Sorry. Doesn't hit.
All right, but it's a different spell, a concentration spell, so keep track of that. So
Okay.
that's my turn. I'm just staying right up against him. I'm trying to let everyone else get a chance to get out too.
Gotcha. EOA.
Okay. The big guy's still in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay, as the what do the small ones look like again?
They were also like pieced together small creatures with they actually kind of remind you a little bit of the Drig from your dreams. They're like long and kind of sinuous, but they have extra appendages to like pierce and scratch and bite and stuff like that.
Okay. I am just going to heal up again with second
Okay.
wind.
Okay.
And I'm going to just... That guy's annoying. I'm going to take an attack against one of the small ones and the big dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Elf turds.
17 to hit the small one.
Yes. Yes. 17 is the
that-
AC that you need. Or the-
Okay. I also rolled a 16.
Yeah, don't you have a plus 7 to hit? So you
Yeah.
just rolled a 9 and a 10?
No,
I'm
I rolled
sorry.
a 6 and a 7.
What the fuck?
So you hit the little dude.
No, that would be 14. Never mind. I can't do math.
I was just gonna say, okay, I'll let you have that one, buddy. I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Yes. You saying something made it register in my mind that it's wrong.
Right.
So
Never
nothing
mind.
connects.
No.
God damn it.
You shouldn't have said anything. Sweet
Okay.
ignorance.
Sweet, sweet ignorance.
No, we're all about making this game fair, apparently.
So Dorus, as you yell out, you hear Rondon. Oh God.
Do something. You're worthless.
He's been fighting this whole time.
Sentinel.
He's gonna.
He's fighting the
charge-
little guy.
Yeah, he had 3 on him.
Oh damn! I didn't realize he had 3
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Yeah, he had 3 on him. For whatever reason, he seemed like a fairly high threat, and it may be because he was going to be opening that door. You never know.
And also,
Well, he's
his
got a
nickname is
fancy
Sentinel.
name.
Yeah, and he has a fancy name. So as you call out, hurry, because the portal will be opening, he charges towards you. And the one creature that is left is just raking into him, and you can see now he's got multiple cuts and wounds all over him. But he will charge towards you. Jax and Soli. Sorry, Tim is talking to me. One moment, please. Elevator music cue.
Can we take like a 5-minute breather?
Oh,
I need a bathroom break, but if not, I'll just go.
Yeah. We'll take a quick break then.
Yeah,
We'll take a
me too.
break as the portal begins to crackle open.
Yeah.
And everybody rushes towards the portal. Soli is on the table. Jax is, observing.
Chilling.
Quick break.
Me just dying over here.
Yeah. It's fine.
I think we're all dying, to be honest with you, but
It's great.
that's where he wants to go.
Okay, so Death is waiting there.
I don't know. Pick door 1 or door 2 for certain death.
So
He doesn't want to leave his friends behind. He's not sure
Yeah.
where they went off to or what they're doing. Like, he wants to go after him.
You have no idea what's going on
I
behind
have
that
no
door.
clue. Yeah, I have no clue.
All you know is that Jackson Soli disappeared.
Well, my WoW brain says that there's a portal next to a bad guy, or not even that, my RPG brain. And I think, wow, where did the bad guy come from? Maybe the fucking portal that's sitting right there. Perhaps I shouldn't come through that.
Yeah,
So
he
I
came
wouldn't-
through
I
that
would be
portal,
going in-
right? The monster came through that portal, and then they left through it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going anywhere near that fucking portal. I'd consider them a goddamn loss at this point. Like,
Nah, fuck that. I want to go after him.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to go after him.
that's
Yeah.
Well, they died. Let's show on.
two out of 5 are dead.
Okay, so
Nothing we can do now.
so we're back to Jackson Soli.
I'll sing the
Yeah.
song, guys. Don't worry about it.
You guys on your end sees God damn it. That whole sentence just sunk in. I'll sing a song about your valiant deaths.
Your stupidity of running through a portal with another big bad guy. Like, I'm thinking, I'm sorry, but my brain automatically thinks, wow, there must be an even bigger bad guy behind that door.
So I do want to remind everybody, like, besides metagaming, right? Like, if I really wanted to do this out of, like, and not have you guys know, we could have done 2 separate channels and I would have gone back and forth. But
No, I'm not going through a portal next to a bad guy.
But I do
Like,
want
I'm
to
good.
remind everybody
I'm
that
good
Jax,
to keep it separate. It's good.
Yeah. But Jax was
Yeah.
very distraught after Soli left,
Sure.
and also very torn when she was back. So he has a sense of protection for Soli that you guys
Isn't he
understand.
watching her die?
That you guys know.
Okay, alright. That's a weird way of showing love. That's why-
Tim, you're ruining the suspension of
Gotta-
disbelief. We don't know that.
Motherfucker!
I'm
We
not
just saw him go
saying
through a portal and the portal closed. That's all we know.
Yeah. I'm totally suspended in disbelief right now.
Like,
Okay.
So
he always
It's just
currently
pissed that
like.
we just got back with all our friends and now we're all separated again. We got to go after him if we can at all.
He always
Yeah.
like kind of like 50-50. Like they're probably dead on the other side of that portal. He doesn't.
But you gotta check, right?
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
like, I'm gonna peek through, but not go through.
Now we don't leave friends behind. We have to go after them.
So God damn it, Timothy. So the portal begins, like, you can see the weave suddenly take shape. Jax, you see the masked one walking around the table very slowly. I say walking, but like in this strange, willowy, graceful form. It's more like floating or dancing even. It's a very strange dichotomy between the dress that this creature wears and the way it moves and the way it speaks even. It's moving around the table and muttering spells beneath its breath. Soli's cloud, her possibility, begins sparking with lightning, and it's constantly changing intensity and color. You even hear slight rumbling as the cloud itself produces thunder. And the masked one just seems incredibly interested on this possibility, this cloud, and he begins focusing in on it. Drashumizat, Azuka, Sotrikan Fastigni. And I will send you the translation. These are things I can't let anybody else know.
Okay. Yeah.
God damn it, Tim. Tim's over here. I don't know if y'all can hear his commentary. It's hilarious. Okay, good.
Is Tim cheating?
No. He may be trying to read my screen, but that's okay.
I'm not. I just find the whole story fascinating. I don't know what he told Sully. I'm not looking.
No, he told Jax. Sully.
He told Jax
yeah.
that. Oh, okay.
As you hear this strange language, and it has absolutely no registration. Like it doesn't sound like any language you know, any language you've heard, nothing. And all of your experience here on Avonvon, or even within what was it called?
Novus?
No, Malaar.
Yeah. Yep.
Malaar. This is not a language that you have ever heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that to myself that I might die here. So I'm thinking about Pretty Fields and Shara, my family, my mom. Hey, this may be the end for me. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm just like doubted in anger and just like I saw my uncle again. You know, now I'm here in some random dimension with some freak that took my spell.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what's going on. I'm just clouded in anger and sadness, and I get it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your possibility is reflecting all of that.
Yeah.
It is constantly just it has always reflected your emotions, but it is constantly going through and changing in color and intensity depending on what you're feeling at that very moment. And at the same time as all of this, you also have Takarlis like kind of like ushering you to the other side, which is the Shallows, where everybody is dead. You know, like it is this whole thing.
Yeah.
Jax, anything specific you're doing?
Do we see on our end the weave opening again, or not
Momentarily yet? This happens right before that.
Okay. So I'm gonna make my way towards the masked one. What do you mean move again? I did what I needed to do and brought her here. Now you want to move again? Why the hell now?
His face jerks towards you in surprise. You defy me now?
I'm not defying, it's just we just got her here. Why are we leaving already?
I cannot store what she has here. You know that better than anyone. We have to take her to transference.
So, what? You rushed the plan? You moved before you were ready to take her? Why not just take her to the transference once you were ready for her?
As he begins speaking again, static electricity infuses the air. You immediately assume that it's either from Soli or from the masked one himself, as you've piqued his anger a little bit. However, the masked one's head shoots up, looking frantically around the entire room. In every hollow that he can see, he looks almost scared. Zadi Zat, he says. I will tell you what that means. I know you know what it means. So
You can't start speaking foreign languages over there and not expect me to want a translation.
he suddenly moves in front of you and is going to activate you again. Jorksu Krasvir. Shundrasham Izat Pruzaket. And at his last words, he falls through a portal right in front of you on the floor, as you now hear the crackling of lightning, not from Soli, but from a line of woven light that begins to tear open in front of you. And as this happens, your memory begins to shift. I will send you that as well. So, over to everybody else. The Zane screams, and you see all of this energy pour into this weave that he has spent twice now. All his focus trying to open up, and it is a slow, beautiful opening as the almost crystallized light that he has woven just gently opens. This time, it is like a bolt of lightning, and it just shoots open before you. Rondon is running towards you guys. This giant creature, now withered and struggling to shred anybody and everybody here into small pieces, is attempting to grab each and every one of you. Who is going through the portal? Rondon will go through the portal. Soli is his niece.
I want to like stand in front of the portal to like defend it.
Okay.
So this is a portal that he just opened? That Zane just opened?
Yeah.
Zane opened the portal that they took before, I think is what's happening.
He opened it in the exact same place where the other one had opened.
Does it look like the same thing? Would it look... Because I'd have reservations if it looked the exact same.
So the portal itself doesn't look the same, because before it kind of looked like almost the flesh of the world broke open. This is that same woven light. However, as it does open, that antiseptic smell pours out. The pungent, sappy...
I'm deep in battle, so I can't smell it, but I feel like I would follow wherever Zane's taking us. Because
Okay.
I think he's trying to take us to where they went to.
Yeah. Because he was pissed that the Gallon and Pepper allowed this to happen, and which means he knew what was going to happen if Soli was here at this very moment. And
So
yeah.
Sorry, whenever it's my turn, I'll take an attack on the guy and then try and run.
Okay.
I'm
So-
waiting for Nemu to go through before I go.
Okay. So Zane calls out as soon as this opens, and you feel the energy infuse the air. All, you know, there's y'all don't have that fucking hair. You could feel the electricity just running over your entire body. We have to go now. Go. He's not there. We have to go. So Rondon will leap through as soon as he can. Dorus, you're more than welcome to take a swipe at the big dude before you leave.
25 total.
Pooh. Yeah?
I'm gonna pump in my second whatchamacallit in.
Mm-hmm.
The touch of death. So 19 plus 8, so 27 total necrotic
Holy shit!
damage. And then I'm
Holy
gonna
shit.
take off running. Oh,
Okay.
also I get some healing because this is vampiric touch.
Beautiful.
I want to.
I get half the necrotic damage, so sorry, I'll work it out myself. I don't mean to
Yeah.
hold everyone up.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
But as I smack him with my shield, like some of the energy comes back through the shield down my arm towards me, and then I take off towards the portal.
Yeah, another explosion of this dark energy, and it gets sucked back in, and this time some of it creeps under your skin and into your pores, closing a little bit of your wounds. Jax.
I want to run to the opening on my side and yell out to everyone, "It's about damn time! Get your asses in here! I'll slow the fucker down!" And as soon as it's clear enough, I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth to behind everybody. Like once everyone's clear out.
Okay, beautiful. So Dorus, you take a swipe. No, you just smack this bitch up across the face, or with your shield. He was already withered. As you do this, he literally shrinks on himself. He is now smaller than EOA, not quite, he's still big. but he just shrinks down in front of Eoway, scratching at your shield, trying to reach through everybody towards Zane. He is incredibly wounded. So you take off, Nemu.
I'm gonna run and cast magic missiles at the fucker.
Okay. Solely, as Jax yells for everybody to hurry up, it penetrates into this strange in-between place that you're in. And you hear to Carlos, maybe next time. And you begin to awaken.
Oh.
You feel your possibility reacting to you return. And all of the motions that it was reacting to just kind of diffuses into you a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll cast magic missile. That'll blast him for 13. And I'll take off and fly over to the portal, and very hesitantly, but only because Zane's there, the only reason I think I would go through it. That and everybody else is doing it, and I can't kill these things by myself.
Right.
With level 3 spells,
We
like
have to
I
follow
can't.
our friends. We have to go after them. There's no other choice.
So it looks to me like they committed suicide.
We can't save them. We can't go after them and help them.
I don't mean to be rude, buddy, but you look a little worse for wear.
I don't care. We go after our friends. Always.
I mean, okay,
So
going after our friends.
these missiles pierce into this creature, and with every single one, its strikes get weaker and weaker. Eoway, the Dorus bolts, the creature trying to swipe at him and grab him and pull him back, and just as he grabs, his hand comes away. Just still attached to Dorus's clothing. Eoway, it is just you and this creature and the portal. He is barely moving at this point.
Okay, I am going to pretend I know where its heart is and just stab right for it. Okay, that is a 26.
Yes, that is.
So just for clarification, you rolled a 19, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And an 18.
Okay, good.
Beautiful.
Did the
So-
18 hit?
Yeah, everything hit.
Okay.
So you tell me how you would like to finally put this creature out of y'all's misery.
As the many bits are falling off, I'm just going to pretend I know where its heart is and just sink my sword deep in and twist.
Beautiful. As you come down, the
And
creature
then I'm going to pull out my blanket.
the creature screeches, and you feel that same energy being pierced into your brain as before. Though, of course, it is its death throes. You yank the blanket out, and just a last exhale of a out of every single one of its mouths. It is dead.
I activate my Dune rune and just try to book it.
Yeah, you book it through. Zane looks to you all, and he tries to follow. As soon as his energy form hits just within the portal, his entire body bursts with energy, and the portal closes without Zane.
No, god damn it. He was our friend too, god damn it.
Didn't say he died.
He'll be fine. That little fucker has a lot of tricks. He'll be fine. We gotta go check on Soli, though. I want to run over to her, see if
Yeah.
she's doing okay. Is she, injured or anything?
Who's in this room? Can you give us an overview of what's going on in this room as we enter the portal and it
Yes.
closes?
Yeah, so as soon as you step through, the first thing you notice, of course, Dorus especially, is that smell. It is pungent. You may as well have stuffed like pine sap up your snoot.
Well,
The floor itself is this strange patterned stone, very rough, dirty in a way. It, you know, like when somebody mops really poorly and you have like those streaks of stuff that's kind of left. That's what this looks like. There are pillars that seem to be holding up the ceiling, though they look to be made out of like petrified splintered bone. And as you look up, you notice that there's actually like a spinal form and ribs. And you realize that you're inside of a giant freaking turtle. Dead, long dead. There's just scatters of tables and workbenches all around this room, interspersed with creatures that are in some kind of like suspended animation. It doesn't seem to be surrounded by a bubble. They're not in tubes. They're just these beings and creatures and people hung or suspended everywhere. Some of them are missing body parts. Some of these things that are kind of floating around are just body parts of a creature that couldn't even fit inside of this thing. There's a couple of small critters as you like carefully, or you quickly look around, taking in to see if you're in danger. There's a couple of small critters around that are just like these little fur balls. Just really, it's mainly fur and some limbs, and they seem to be just mechanically cleaning very poorly. You see one of them like sweeping up a pile of body parts or some kind of organic material into a little pile next to one of these pillars of bones. So that's where you enter.
Is there
But
any?
you didn't answer my actual question, which was who's here and what are they doing?
That is what you see. And you see everybody within the party doing whatever it is they're doing.
Is there any teeth on these piles of bones?
You would be able to find teeth. Not only would you be able to find teeth, I need you to roll investigation for me with advantage.
I will happily do that.
The teeth hunters.
Investigation. 11.
11. So, Dorus, you notice that Iwe just kind of like his eyes go wide, and there's like a glint, like Christmas morning when you're 6 years old glint, as he just
You see
goes
me,
to-
like, as soon as I entered, I'm like holding all the various wounds, and then I just slowly just lose focus of that and focus on something else.
Yeah.
Okay, so Soli is she's not she does have bruising around her neck where she was held. And a couple of pierce marks from what you can assume were the nails of the masked one. You're not sure. But otherwise she seems okay.
Yeah, I'm not okay.
you know, physically okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this to you guys. If y'all have questions about the room, let me know.
All right, so running over to Sully, I'm just gonna. You okay? You hurt anywhere? What's going on? What do you need? What can we do?
So, to the did I hear the conversation between Jax and the masked one?
No, almost everything
No.
between them would have been in that strange language.
Okay. I think so. I don't know. I was thinking I was gonna die. But my neck's a bit, it hurts, but I think I'm fine. I just forgot how to show myself, but other than that, I'm just a bit in shock, I guess.
I mean, you shouldn't have to keep on wearing marks like that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you just to clear up the marks around your neck and everything, so that way nothing shows.
Oh, thank you. It feels much better now.
That's 21.
Whoa.
If you needed any healing, you got it.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm confused. So we're in there. There's these giant like things everywhere. We're all about to die.
Yeah.
And you guys just go through a portal. Oh, willy-nilly, without even thinking about it.
Where else were we supposed to go?
This was the safest place. You guys ended up here, so you eventually got the same message.
Yeah,
After
were
we
in a
killed
ring-
it. We
You know,
killed
this
the
place-
big thing.
You know, this place isn't that bad as I'm like picking out teeth out of the pillar.
Oh my gosh. So I see my uncle there. Is my uncle here? I'm gonna go straight to my uncle.
You know, the portal didn't stay open the entire fucking time. I just want you to know that. We had to have Zane come and help us pull it back open as we fought everything without you guys, and then he opened it back up, and then he wasn't able to get through, so you may have killed Zane. So fuck both of you, and then I'm just gonna walk away from him.
Roll history or arcana.
Okay.
As he says it, I think Doris would be like, Zane can take care of themselves. They let us go towards our friends. That's what we wanted.
Okay. You would have an idea that Zane is of a plane. He told you this, I think, or somebody told you that Zane was of the plane of like energy. It's just a plane of pure energy, which infuses Avonvon, and also, of course, like. Well, y'all had learned it at some point or another, but he may not be able to literally exist here.
Yeah, he could just vamp out, or like maybe he wasn't even really here. You know, he wasn't like in danger ever.
No, but we still saw him struggling to open a portal and like super concerned for us, and then like we're talking about leaving friends behind. I mean, he's my friend too, so it's kind of like.
Oh no, you have no idea what happened to him. He burst
That's
into
what I'm saying.
a ball of energy.
He went Super Saiyan
He
and turned
did.
into like a ball of energy and shit, and like then we just left him.
As he tried to come through the portal, he was just like, it was just an
Frozen.
explosion of energy.
Well, we
And the
cannot
portal
go back
closed.
now.
Because I think from Nemu's perspective, what I see is a couple of nincompoops going through a portal. They have no idea where it's going. We get left to fight all the bad shit, and then the guy that helps us get to them, like, can't even come through with us. So like, I'm not even thinking about the other like possibilities. It's just like.
Yeah, because y'all don't know what happened in
You,
here.
like, you left us to fucking die, and now we're here, and the guy that helped us isn't here.
So
Like,
just
that's
so
what I
I'm
would be
clear,
thinking.
we saw Sully willingly jump on the back of Bearjax, and then Bearjax jumped through the portal. Is that what happened?
So he was
Moose
an,
Jax.
like
Yeah, I
a
was
giant
an
elk
elk.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elk X.
So I don't think that you could see him because he was within the ring of fire.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so he had separated him and Soli into a ring of fire.
yeah.
So
it
y'all
was
couldn't
crazy.
technically see through it. However, you did know that as soon as the portal closed, they were gone, as well as the ring of fire. So it would have been like an
And
easy
Zane
way to.
knew where they kind of like somehow knew where they had gone, sort of.
So
whatever.
Zane was able to follow the remnant, like the essence that was left behind.
Right,
He
right.
found a flux capacitor,
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how we got here.
some banana peels.
I'm certain Zane will be fine, but we need to figure out what's going on in this place. And he looks around the room. And he's like, "Is this really a place on this plane, or are we somewhere a new place altogether?"
I'm gonna play my spirit song. By the way, I'm just gonna sit in a corner and play my song.
I want to start trying to free whatever I can that has been being tested on, trapped, whatever. Start trying to free them.
Is Sully like on the table still, like trapped, sort of, or what's?
No.
She would have been y'all like as y'all were coming through, you would see her probably not even awake fully, but coming awake as you came through. She would have been laying on the table. Jax, I need you to roll history and arcana.
No deception, really? Come on.
She hasn't said anything technically to you guys. Y'all haven't asked.
Yeah, wants to show my uncle. So
Well, we don't know any better. We just came through and see what
Yeah.
we see.
History is
no.
5.
Okay.
Arcana is 9.
Okay. As you walk around trying to figure out how to free some of these creatures. I'm going to assume that at least Dorus is going to be asking Soli what happened. Probably also asking Jax. Unfortunately, Jax, you have an understanding that this is a magic that is holding them, but you have no idea how to unravel it. It is way beyond anything that you've ever seen or touched, been around.
Is there any skulls?
No, strangely enough, there's nothing here that's technically free of flesh.
Okay.
You would find parts of fleshy heads-ish.
Because
That's
I
still-
have, with the teeth necklace, I can cast Speak with Dead.
You would be able to speak with dead. You don't need the whole thing. I mean, there are various body parts around, and it would be easy enough to find a head.
Has to be
Wait, I
dead in the
just
last
need,
10
like-
days.
A head
Oh, it
with a
lasts 10
working
days.
jaw, basically.
Yeah, within the last 10 days, roll a d100 for me.
Where's my 100? 24.
24, very nice. Okay, so I will say that you are able to find a creature that you can use Speak with Dead on. Within the last that has perished within the last 10 days. What are you going to ask it?
Well, I'm going to bring it over to everyone. Like, hey,
Okay.
look what I found.
God damn it. Let me pull this spell up. I gotta double check.
I can ask 5 questions, I believe,
Very cool.
Okay,
based
so
on
the
what
spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. It definitely was not. Still have a mouth.
Yeah, sorry, I was
Yeah.
wrong about the 10 days thing.
I
Okay,
think
including the languages it knew. That's what I was looking up.
I think if I infuse some magic, I don't really know how I know this magic, but I can reanimate the head.
I can just imagine Dorus sitting there, like almost about to start asking Soleil questions, and he just looks over. He's like,
If you have any questions.
there is a lot going on here. Okay, so Nemu is playing his song, which is going to be a thing.
Yeah, I would say Doris is trying to check up with Jackson Sully and try and figure out what they were doing in here, why they came here.
Okay, so I will let, as Nemu begins playing his song, I will let Dorus ask some questions. As EOA, you are looking for the perfect body part to speak with. All right,
It's an
so-
elbow. You're talking to an elbow.
No, it's just like. Okay, so Dorus, ask your questions. I'm sorry.
Just an arm.
Yeah, I see
It's
Sully getting
elaborate.
up off this table, and I'm like, "Are you all right? What happened in here?" And I look over at Jackson. Was there anyone here with you? Did you have troubles in here?
I don't know what happened. There was some giant creature here. I don't know.
Is it gone, or did it leave you when we came through?
I think it's gone. I think when it started panicking when the static, the electricity started to just appear out of nowhere.
Zane could
I-
not come with us, but we are here to help if,
Oh, so that
if
was
we can.
it was Zane then. Okay.
Zane
okay.
would open the portal after you. Yes, we could not do this ourselves.
Yeah, that thing, that tall thing took one of my spells. I can't do it anymore. So I don't know. They were trying to do something with.
Well, like a erase spell from your memory.
Yes, I don't remember to do it at all. It's gone.
Seems like
Oh.
very powerful magics.
Yes, but I guess Zane scared this creature and
Jax came over to the table and like healed her, right?
Yeah. So
So he's like right here. I would be like, "Did you see anyone else, Jax? Is everything okay? Do we need to be worried?"
DM question in
Yeah.
Discord.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Message in Discord.
Roll insight for me.
Hey, finally a good roll. 21.
Beautiful. Okay, so the room itself, I'm going to send it to you in a message, and that way you can word it how you want. And you would know this, like it would be that type of innate knowledge. You would have similar memories to what Soli experienced, as if you were also in a type of suspension, which isn't necessarily untrue.
Okay. I mean, what she said is pretty much, I mean, we were in a really shitty spot back there. So sometimes you gotta take an opening when you can get it. So I ran in here and there was something here. I mean, you saw
We
the
were all in
marks.
trouble, so you left on purpose, is what you're telling me.
I thought that you'd all be able to make it, like follow my lead.
You were behind a giant wall of fire. No way I could make through that.
I didn't know. I was trying to block the thing. What the hell even was that?
Durus scratches his head and like ponders for a second, and then is like, "Well, where the hell are we? We can't even see out windows. What is this place?"
I don't know. Wait.
All right, so you guys ever get that feeling like you just have a hunch that you know something?
That was why you came here, for a hunch.
No. It's about this place. Like, I mean, I got this sense like this place was once living. Get to
Yes, there's many bones, much sinew, much flesh. It definitely was living at some point.
Yeah. And I mean, by that type of structure, it looks like it was a giant turtle or something. And shit like this, if it's this big, it had to be like a companion to a god or something. But looks like someone might have scooped it out for whatever abilities I had.
I'll go straight to my uncle.
Okay. He's
Yeah,
very
Rhonda's here
wounded.
too, yeah.
Yeah, he's very wounded. He'll wrap you in a warm hug and just kind of lightly speak close to your ear. Are you truly okay?
No, I'm not okay. Here, let me help you. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. So
Yeah.
those, as Jax is saying, like some kind of companion to a god. You have in your travels heard the stories of when the weave was created and the fall of the spectrals. That the powers that they had gifted Avenvon, the people of Avenvon used them against their gods and devoured their gods and took them apart piece by piece, absorbing their power. If this is a companion to a god, you can imagine that it was incredibly powerful as well, and looks to have been devoured piece by piece until nothing but literally the shell is left.
Oh,
Your uncle hugs you even tighter. Well, I don't know. This is the place to. I don't like this place.
me neither. There's something. There was something that took my power, and I felt like there was somebody else. I'm trying to remember that thing's name. Tarkalas. I don't know. Tarkalas. I don't remember something.
Hey, Carlos.
So Carlos was here.
Yeah, they want to do something with me, but I don't know what. I don't know.
Tikalis wishes to be spectral spirit, but is not yet.
Is
Kind
it
of just wraps Soli in an arm and looks to you, Dorus. As EOA begins walking up with his head. Someone is trying to take over the way of spirit?
Tikalis works for this way and wishes to take it over, yes. I think this is his main goal.
Why would anybody want them?
Godly power does not sound too enticing to you?
No. You know what happened to the gods, right?
Well, it does sound enticing to this person.
Do you not find that offensive? You feel like spectral spirit, no?
I do not feel like this, no. But I think Tikalis wishes to become this. In fact, I think they told us this very thing.
Well, that's just not possible.
Not possible does not stop ambitions from crazy people.
Huh.
Yeah, they asked if I had a giant companion. I said no, and if it wasn't for Zane in the portal, I wouldn't have been here. I don't know what would have happened to me.
Well,
The only way we make through this is if we go together.
Yeah,
I can
Uncle-
tell you
yeah.
what, I mean, you weren't alone. I'd have died before something happened to you.
I'm gonna hold my uncle tighter and say, "Don't you ever leave me. Ever. At least for now."
all right, little one. But, you know, I'm held to rules that I can't break.
I know.
So EOA walks up with the head, flops it on the table. He's like, "You got any questions?" It will be empowered, strangely enough, by Nemo's song. As he sits back,
I don't think I'm paying much. I don't think I'm paying much attention to anything that's going on over there. I think I'm just like focused on my song and
Yeah.
trying to like just not think about the shit that
Yeah.
just happened
Yeah. Oh my god.
and worried about Zane.
so who has questions
Yeah.
for the dead dude? Thing. It's a thing.
That's the thing.
Before I cast anything, I was like, how did it die? What is this place, possibly? Any others?
I'm guessing it might not know where it is.
But I want
What
to
was-
assume the last thing it saw before it died was the mass figure.
What was going on in here?
Okay.
I don't think it died in here. I'm guessing it was killed and brought here.
Is there any other openings in this chamber?
Not at all.
Yeah, we're inside a rib cage of a giant turtle. It's just like,
Whoa. Yep.
I would say that if you took the time to really examine this place, which is massive, you would find a couple of gaps that seem to be magically sealed from somehow, and beyond is just stars.
Beautiful.
ask
It
it
is quite
what
stunning.
age it is in.
Oh,
What age is it from, or what age is it for it?
So yeah, you don't you would know that this creature is not from Avenavon or Phenovis for that matter.
So where is it from? So there's 4. Let's just, I'll cast it, and if we have any others, I can do it.
Okay.
So I'm going to like hold the back of its skull, and I want to say it is like strangely familiar to Dorus's magic.
Okay. Okay. So, as you focus on this strange head thing, the first thing is it's quite large, and it's got like a chitin, almost like a crab type hovering on it.
Chitin.
Chitin. Thank you. Those are the words that you read and never say out loud. Chitin. And it has like strange mouth parts, but as yeah, exactly, it's kind of like weird. As the music from Nimu begins to build and build upon itself, you hear Mita's what did she have? She had a lute?
Yeah, lute or ukulele
Yeah.
or something like that.
So you kind of hear like this ghostly sound of Mita's ukulele coming through, and even her voice just chanting the chant of this song, the Song of Spirits. And as you're focusing on this strange part of whatever this creature was, dark magic, this dark smoke that everybody is now familiar with because of Dorus, begins to appear. It doesn't come from you, EOA, and it doesn't technically come from the necklace that you can see. It just slowly is like becoming richer and deeper, this dark smoke-like magic. And as this song just kind of flows, you feel this creature, but you don't, you know it wouldn't have a language that it would even speak, but the song carries an understanding with it. So the first question is, how did it die?
Sure.
Because of the song, everybody's mind is racked with agony. Though it is a strange agony, and solely you would be familiar with this feeling, as if you are watching or feeling somebody else's. It's more like a third person, though it did happen to this creature, though he didn't seem to be within his body at the time.
It was like a kind of like an empath sort of situation.
Yeah. The snap of joints being separated, the pain of the magic used to heal that wound, and then over and over again, and the time just doesn't even make sense. It's like an eternity stretched out, and then all the pain suddenly fades. So that is the question. That is the answer to how did it die. What is this place? It's a feeling of like purgatory. It doesn't have an understanding of a way to describe it.
Confusion.
Yeah. What was going on in here?
Or like, did it see anything before it died?
You can hear awful sounds, and I'm not going to describe them in full, but it would be like the tearing of flesh and the separating of body parts and multiple different kinds of things, and then the mutterings of magic, and then strange screams or roars or sounds coming from the entirety of the area, you can assume by the creatures that you fought that this was a manufacturing of some kind for monstrosities.
It was a factory.
It was a factory. It was a monstrosity factory. Where is it from?
Can't really put that in non-words, can you?
You can, though I don't know if Eoway would probably be scared shitless. Soli
Like,
would
I'd probably be like surprised that I'm even doing this.
Yeah. I think I don't know who here has like gone snorkeling or scuba diving, but there's this feeling when you're underwater, the way that the water moves you, and it's like you are more a part of underwater than you are like walking on land, because you shift with the movement of everything around you, and you have this 360 of stuff going on and places to go, and that's kind of the feeling you get. It was some kind of like area of just water.
I lean back to the shoulder of Yahweh. Sorry, man. And I say, ask it who it is, master.
Who its master is? Did I get like a sense that it didn't really serve anyone from that? From like where it's from? It seemed like furry almost.
Yeah. You know, it's a sentient creature, but it is still just a creature.
Did we ask 4 already, or was that 3?
That was 4.
How about who is the master of this place? Would that work?
Where are we now? Or did we already ask
Like
that?
it would know vaguely where it was, right?
You had asked it, what is this place? And it from that answer you can it has no idea.
Gotcha.
Like it has no freaking clue.
Did Jax or Soli, Nemu have any ideas?
I'm playing my song, bro. You wanna talk to a fucking head? That's up to you.
He's gonna
No
talk to
idea.
the souls.
I'm empowering it with my music.
Very cool.
Jax, did you have a question?
We already know what. I guess my big thing was just what this place was used for. So.
We got Monstrosity Factory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I was wondering. So since we got that, that's kind of my only curiosity.
Is there any like, just looking around? Is there any like any other type of gear? Like there's bones and stuff like that, but is there any kind of like?
There's like stasis fields for creatures. There's like inspection tables or like surgery type tables, I'm imagining.
Yeah. There's all kinds of shit.
Like
Including
scary,
all the
gross
tools
stuff.
and implement. Oh yeah, it's not great. And the little creature's still just
Wait.
cleaning away.
Well, so that thing that we fought was stitched together in here.
Yeah.
Is what it seems like.
Yes.
You know. Okay. Yeah, let's jump through that portal.
All the portals are closed right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I get from it. What I get from it is that, you know, this masked guy or whoever, was creating stuff, and we fought one of those things.
So while y'all think
We don't know anything about the masked guy, do we? We haven't
I
learned
don't
anything
know-
about.
I don't think so. Not that I didn't remember.
So if you asked who did it, or who did this to him, them, it would be
Yeah.
a
Also, I would ask Soli, like, did you fight someone in here? Did you have a
Yeah, we
conflict in
didn't
here?
see any masked figure, did we?
No.
yeah, y'all saw nothing.
Yeah, so y'all saw nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to the ruse. Well, I tried, but it was too overpowering. It just lifted me up, said some things that I couldn't understand, and before I knew it, I just couldn't do any spells, and I refused to sit down, so they did some other thing, and I guess I don't know. I don't think I lost consciousness, but I was like
But it was-
frozen. I was
It
frozen.
was not the Carlos, but the Carlos was here. Is that correct?
Carlos was like, I don't know if he was on my mind or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't expecting to end up
I
here.
apologize for pressing you.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I just need to
You're okay now, yes? You're feeling all right?
yeah. It's just to get myself together. It's just
Okay, then Dorus takes a deep breath. I don't know if this was before or whatever, but
yeah.
I would say to Yahweh, I would say, ask it what we can do to put it at peace.
I was thinking of like, I want to ask it about its family or just the happy memories, and
Yeah.
just like have that be its final thought as the spell fades.
This is very good, very good.
So you get a strange memory of it. Once again, it would probably like the feeling of being surrounded by water and having no control over yourself as you kind of like ride an underwater current. We're gonna go straight Finding Nemo here, where like him and his family had they were traveling, and they caught this current that just happened to be like incredibly cool because they prefer the cool water, and it was just the perfect temperature, and they were brought by. You get the idea that it was like some kind of giant octopus, even larger than this creature would have been, like not quite the size of the turtle that you're inside, but that big. And it was like a majestic sight as the creature seemed to be having some kind of meeting with others of its kind, and it was just something that they had never thought that they would ever see in their lifetime.
Is he a Triton? That's cool.
I like how you said Finding Nemo this time instead of Nemo.
Yeah. I
I
did.
know. Didn't even say the right goddamn thing, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna mix it up.
I've never seen that movie, so I don't get the reference.
Oh, you
but-
have to see it. You have to see it.
You
Yeah,
haven't
it's really good.
seen it?
What kind of a human being are you?
You really
I
need
mean,
to
I
see
know
it.
the movie exists. I haven't seen it.
You got to see it. It's a beautiful movie.
We need to plan a movie night or something.
Yeah,
There's
I know.
too many
I
movies
haven't
we
hung
haven't
out with
seen.
kids since like 1995, so.
You don't have to be a kid to watch it.
Yeah, it's
You
really
kidding
good.
So as the spell fades, you feel this peace and awe at this memory that is very difficult to understand, of course, being that this creature is from an entirely different type of place. However, as this creature fades back to wherever its spirit was, this song that Nemu is playing envelops everything. You feel the presence of a being. It's that overwhelming presence that you felt when you first stood in front of Balance, CR Saenti. It's just this. It's not a power that feels threatening. It's almost as if it belongs here with you at this moment. But it's incredibly overwhelming at the same time. You feel it shift and move, though it doesn't take a form. It seems to just be getting comfortable in whatever it's doing as it changes its form. And a burst of energy, it's a memory of energy, as you get a feeling of shooting across vast distances in moments. The energy of this creature that you are within seems to be able to shift and adjust itself as it comes out, or as this burst of energy fades a bit and you feel that momentum stop. The energy expands and continues to expand. You almost feel as if the shell itself expands around you, and you feel like nothing than a speck of dirt within a galaxy that is this turtle shell. It is Nat. It is not Nat.
It
I'm
is
sorry.
a gnat.
It is a Nat. And as this energy just envelops you and is constantly shifting and changing, you get just this feeling of like love and welcoming and curiosity above anything else. It is incredibly curious, and it kind of begins to poke and prod at the energy of each of you. And then strange creatures of unknown origin begin to kind of float in and around you. You can get the idea that these are probably spirits of creatures that were here at one point or another. Though as the song just keeps building upon itself as if it's being played by 24 Nemus, you now see in a brief way the spirits of the creatures that are held in suspension trying to pull away, but they are stuck. So that is what we're asking. The creatures that way out in left field dreaming in this game. I'm sorry. This is just flavor stuff, right? The spirits of the creatures that you see, that you can imagine were probably at one point suspended here as well, but then released from their bodies. They don't seem to be in any kind of distress, like the spirits that you see on Abenvon. They are not screaming and fighting and look lost and in pain. They're just a memory of what was here once. So I don't know if you'd actually be able to talk to them. That's what I'm getting at.
I would like to go up to one of the pillars or wherever the goop is, the creature gunk is.
Yeah.
And I would like to examine a few different ones and be like, are these animal races? Are these like humanoid races? Are these like obviously from before the change or obviously from after the change? Is there a hedgehog skull? Is there a human skull? Is there a...
So
would
roll
I be able
investigation
to
for me.
identify that too, since I was over there investigating?
Yeah. So roll investigation with advantage as y'all begin to explore the area.
Both of us?
Whoever.
16 for me.
Yeah, the both of you, if y'all want to split up.
16.
I'm just trying to figure out if this happened, this place like was formed before or after the exodus from this plane kind of thing.
And I think with my song, I'd just be motioning for them to come over and sit next to me and participate.
The spirits?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all I'd be doing. Just like wanting to create that community song, that community whatever. I think that's what I'd be like, for some sense of rest. I think, to like for some semblance of peace.
Actually, I'll just take what my 11 from earlier, then I'll join Nemu.
Okay.
I'll just mention it as I'm like looking at this column of gunk. I'll be like, this is very nice music. It's very soothing to like investigate to. It's very nice. Thank you.
Anyway, as you sit down, a few of the spirits kind of float over. They're not as solid as the ones that y'all have seen before. It really is like a memory of a spirit. But they will join, they will group together a little bit, to the energy of the music itself. Dorus, strangely enough, the majority of these creatures are of origin that you have never seen before. There are, like Silas said, jellyfish. There's like a jelly type creature. There's one made of it looks like undulating dust, but it's held in a strange form. There's just things that bend your imagination to where you're not sure that they're actually there. You would find a scattering of races from Avonvon as it is now, as well as some of the humanoids that are now on Avonvon. I would say the thing that strikes you as odd is there's a couple of Drig. None of the huge ones, like the massive, like Tarask size ones. Though there is a body part that you would be able to compare to a Drig that is hanging, though it's just a part because it is so large. There are, oh, and there's 2 elves.
I would like to, if there's like I imagine like an arm with a claw or something from the Drig part, and I just like clip off the end of the claw, and I'll take a clipping off the elf ear as well, just for my research notes.
These are living things. Yes, you can.
They're alive still?
They're alive. They're in suspension.
Oh, I thought they were like part of the structure, like part of the building.
I thought they were all bones too.
Yeah, I thought they were like dead. Okay.
No, these are suspended creatures. Soli would know this. She was one of them for a very brief moment.
Yeah.
Well, I will poke at it first before I take samples then, and I'll be like, is this thing alive? Is it? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello,
so,
are you there?
So
Can you hear me?
as you poke at it, you see its spirit shift out of it just a little bit. So
I'm now looking down at my collection of teeth that I've taken from all these people.
You've got some strange ones too.
Now I'm like split. I don't know whether to take samples or not.
You waited.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna take a snip of one elf ear and a snip of a claw from what looks like a Drig arm or something.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? Jack, Sully?
Can I still feel it?
You don't know. I mean, you did. You did feel
out some people's teeth, and
so the creature that you spoke with, did have a strange awareness of what was going on with its body.
You can just sit over there and play a song and hang out with my music. You had to go and fucking poke at everything.
You had to go take teeth.
You had to go take teeth and rip off.
I had to
ears.
be cursed by a tooth necklace to
Yeah.
collect teeth, okay?
Why not go over there and just collect the hedgehog dick while you're at it?
Like there's this strange, like, one part of you is like, oh, these are so interesting. There's nothing like these on this necklace. I don't even know if these are from this planet, from this realm, from this universe even. And then the other side of you is just disgusted with yourself.
Well, they're already out. Might as well put them into my pocket.
Yep.
I'll
Jax.
Begin stringing them on the necklace.
Okay. Which strangely grows, lengthens as you add more teeth to it. I'm sorry, Jax, go ahead.
Nope, you're good. So if everyone's just kind of doing their own thing,
I'm examining the room.
yeah, I'm gonna go over to Roos and be like,
Look, I don't really understand all this magic shit sometimes, and I feel bad for all these dudes that are just kind of floating there. Just
It is fascinating
What-
place. Very terrible things happen to make it, I'm sure, but it is still fascinating to see.
do you know of any way to kind of bring them down? Like, otherwise, if we leave, like, shit, they're just gonna be stuck there. And I don't wish that upon anybody.
You might like to release this place.
It might be nice. At least it should be easy.
Well, I don't know how to destroy this employed place, since it's, especially if you look at what would be a window, is not necessarily any light coming in, so we don't even know where this place is. It might be another dimension, it might be way underground or way in the sky. We don't know where we are.
I mean, that's true, but still can't leave these guys just floating.
I think we should worry about ourselves first.
Yeah, then we find a way out. And then what? What if we can't
Because
get back
also
here?
we are kind of stuck here. We don't know how to get out of here either.
Maybe they know a way.
Well, they wouldn't be dead if they knew a way.
They were just vessels. They were used, you know.
Is there like remnants of an opening from where we came out of?
No. But if Zane lives, you can probably guess that he won't leave you here for long.
Are the beings that are on the walls and like surfaces, are they alive, like moving and not speaking, but making noise? Or are they just like
no
crushed
it's
goo?
So there's bits and pieces on the floor that the little critters are cleaning up in their own way, but the beings that are being held in suspension are literally just like hanging in midair, just everywhere.
How did Sully wake up from it?
I think she was waking up when we came through the portal, right?
Yeah.
So there wasn't enough time for you to get fully affected.
No.
Permanent spells take a long time to cast.
They do.
They take a really long time to cast.
Yeah.
So we might have saved you when we came through then.
Yes, you did. Thank you. If it wasn't for Zane making that portal, disrupting this dimension or whatever, I would have. Who knows what would have happened? I guess they wanted my power. My that I got from a dragon. So I don't know what they were gonna do with that. But probably nothing good.
I like to take like a 1 or 2 turn thing of just like searching for the most intact corpse that I can find that looks like it's still, you know, like torso and head together. And I would like to cast Spare the Dying on it. I just put my hand on his forehead and cast Spare the Dying on it and see what happens.
Like one of the corpses that are just kind of littered around.
Yeah, or like part of the wall or the columns or whatever. I can the most intact corpse I can find.
Okay.
I just want to put some magical necromantic energy into it and be like, be at peace, my friend.
As I'm assuming the song is still going on. Yeah, I know you'd be having a blast with your spirit buddies.
I'd be having a great time, except for them taking their fucking ears and teeth out.
As you find the most whole corpse that you can, and you cast Spare the Dying, one of the spirits suddenly appears close to you, and you just see it smiling down at you.
I slowly wave at it. I'm like, hello, friend.
It just kind of gives you a nod and then fades in and out with like the beat of the music. Seems to be at peace.
All right, I give that up then, and I go back over to where Nemu is.
Okay. before we end tonight's what the fuck session, is there anything anybody would like to do? You are not stuck here for eternity. I wouldn't do that to you guys.
Yeah, as I approach Nemu, I'm like, I ask the entire group around, I'm like, anyone have any ideas of how we could get out of here? This is a very strange place, and I'm not sure what our next steps are without Zane.
Well, I'll just kind of look up. Maybe I can ask them. And I'll try to communicate with them, but we could do that next week.
Okay.
I can try to smash the wall.
We have magical barriers outside the walls, so I'm not sure that will work, but give it a try. I give it best shot.
I mean, if you want to smack the wall, you can smack the wall.
That was a joke.
There is a great vacuum in the beyond.
Oh no, we're all sucked out of the ship.
Yeah, just
Like, I just turned
everything.
into a giant, and all you see left is my back end.
Yeah. It's like, and all that's left in the room are the suspended creatures because they're not moving. You know, that's centuries of collecting tables and equipment, guys. You just gotta let it get sucked out into space. Well, I hope you enjoyed that session
That was fun.
That's amazing.
and that introduction.
Jax is hella sus.
Yeah, very,
So I
very
will say-
sussy.
We like Soli said what she saw. Jax offered basically nothing. And I'm not saying that because I listened to what happened when you guys were in your thing. I'm saying that because we came in and rescued, quote unquote. We're all half dead.
Yeah.
And we're like, what's going on in here? And Jax offered basically nothing other than, oh, are you okay? I might heal you now.
So roll insight for me real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Is anyone questioning he always knew
That
what passion
one
would
for an 8.
An 8. I don't know if anybody's questioning as Ialwe is sitting down next to Nemu and sorting his teeth.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think this is normal yaoi behavior.
It's just like he's sorting all the teeth and rearranging them to be like, also vaguely beautiful in like
I feel like Doris
biggest
just
one
looks
in the
over at
center.
him and is like, and keeps going on with what he's doing.
Like, I've eaten some weird things before, so this is probably not too far out of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since you got that teeth necklace, you've been a little bit, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I gave you a death glare to not lose that tooth.
Yeah, and I purposely just ran off and ignored it.
Yeah, so Jax seems incredibly sincere.
Of course he wants to heal her. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's incredibly sincere. Whether or
What
not
was
whether or not it 100% gets rid of your suspicions,
It does not.
But
I'm telling you, it does
he
not.
seems sincere.
What was that gem that I pulled from that creature? You said it had like a gem inside of it?
Oh yeah, it was a tooth with a gem in it. Like when you put
I'm
a little
definitely
diamond
making
chip.
that the centerpiece of the necklace.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's like the center diamond.
Yeah, it is. It's like the center, and then it just kind of gets smaller and smaller, and you try to match up shapes and sizes, and it's going to
That's
be an art
awesome.
piece by the time you're done. The necklace seems pleased.
I sent you images of what I think it could look like in the future.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Just imagine if you got a dragon tooth in your necklace.
Oh, that
How
would
big
be
would that
interesting.
be?
Well,
I-
what's the little tiny dragon? You could get a little tiny dragon tooth.
Ooh, are there any shark teeth in this pile?
Sharp teeth?
Shark.
Oh, yeah, of course. Just one, though, because there's only one of each tooth. As you
Alright,
find better
I
ones,
can
you have to
only-
replace the other ones.
I can only have one of each tooth.
Yeah, it's only one of each. But of course, there's a plethora here that weren't there. Anyway, so I'm gonna end session. Peace out for anybody still here.